Hello and welcome. We are doing one of my favorite moves today, which is going to be a series for the hips. It's all about hip love. So if you have tight hips or you just want a really great hip stretch, then this is the day for you. We're going to be low to the ground, so go ahead and get in something comfy. If you've got a mat, awesome. We're going to get started. Okay, so we are going to start in a 90-90 seat. So you're going to I'm going to start with left leg out in front, right leg back behind. Couple of notes about this. If your hips are super tight, this is going to look different on everybody. Okay. So I want you to not worry about that so much. I'm just going to give you a couple of pointers of what you can look for in this. We're going to keep our feet active. So what that means is they're not like just hanging out here, right? We're going to keep them active. They're going to be flexed. That's actually going to help to protect your knees a little bit as we go into this move. And speaking of the knees, our number one point is that, or one of the number one points, is that we're going to want to keep our knees pressing down into the floor. That's going to give us nice stability, a nice tension. We don't always think of tension as we go into stretching, but that's really going to come in handy here. This is a stretch. It's also a little bit of mobility for our beautiful hip joints. So we're going to keep knees pressing in, feet are active. So if you need to bring this in a little bit, amazing, especially because we also want to be able to sit up nice and tall with that beautiful, strong posture. So we're going to try to avoid the rounding of the shoulders. We want to be up nice and tall through the spine, pulling belly button in a little bit so we keep this nice straight line through spine, up through our neck, up to the top of the head. So if you're trying to come out to like this shape, but you're like, whoa, my knees are up and I can't quite hold my spine, that's okay. We're going to just pull that on in, and then you might find you have a little bit more support. You can even bring like a yoga pillow or a block or sit up on a blanket or something, and then elevating your hips might even help a little bit more. So 100% customizable. I want you to feel your best as we go into this move. So we'll just take a second and we'll find that posture. I'm going to check in with all those points, making sure knees, I'm gonna bring mine in a little more narrow because my hips are super tight today. So we're gonna go ahead and sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back and down a couple times just to check in, and take this as an opportunity to start to deepen the breath. So big breath in, exhale, one more time. Good. So just this and just maintaining our nice strong posture is a move and a stretch in and of itself, right? We're going to add a little bit onto this. So with this left leg out in front, I'm going to go ahead and bring my fingertips to the floor in front of me. I want to keep everything pressing down into the floor. So I'm only going to go as far as I can while maintaining this posture. And as I come forward, so we had this nice tall spine, I want to maintain that. So I'm not going to let my shoulders round forward yet, not until I cue that for us. We're going to keep pulling them down. And then maybe we walk our hands out a little farther. This is up to you. Now you're in control here. So you're going to start to feel this stretch, especially probably in that left hip. So with your spider hands or like making a tent out of your palms, we're going to start to rock left to right in a little half circle, half moon. And extremely important that we bring the deep breath here. Good. Checking out that hip, seeing how it's feeling today. Now, maybe this is all optional. Everything's optional. Maybe you bring your palms flat onto the floor, getting a little deeper. Maybe we reach our hands forward a little bit. So torso, belly is even coming to rest towards or on the top of that left leg. Maybe elbows come down. Maybe we bend at the elbows, make a little pillow for our forehead, and then come all the way into this fold. Wherever you land, take a couple of cycles of breath in, nice and slow. And then nice and gentle, we're gonna roll on up, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Ooh, that hip is talking to me. Bring your hands back behind you. And we're gonna switch to the other side, but we're gonna do this with a little windmill motion. So dropping these over towards the right, over towards the left, and then right, left one more time, and then settling all the way over to the right. So right leg is out in front now. We're gonna find our posture on this side. It's gonna be a little different most likely because our hips are like that. Left to right is a little bit different. So just be patient with yourself, make adjustments as you need to, making sure those feet are flexed and we've got that nice strong posture through the back. And then we'll move into our fold from here. So staying up nice and high on your fingertips, rocking through our little half circle, breathing deeply. Sometimes when we get into challenging stretches, our instinct is to hold our breath, but we want to breathe through the movement. Good. And then you decide how far you want to come into this fold. And it might be different on this side. You might not come as far. Maybe this is the side for you that's a little bit more flexible. This is the side for me that's a little tighter. So I'm actually going to stay a little bit higher than I did on my left side. And that's okay. We're not going for anything perfect here. We're going for a feel good stretch. And your hips are going to be so proud of you for this little movement. One more big breath in. Exhale. We're going to make our way back up. Amazing job. For one more breath together, we can come to cross-legged, sit up nice and tall, maybe cross-legged. Thanks for jumping in front of the camera. Maybe cross-legged feels a little bit more attainable after doing that. Big breath in, sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale, float them on down. One more time like that. Big breath in, reach, 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 reach up. Exhale, float them on down. What do you think, Kike? What do you say? Self control. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this. Revisit it as you need to for hip maintenance, tight hips. If you just want like a really great deep stretch, if you want to track your progress and see how deep you can get into that fold, take good care. I'll see you guys tomorrow.